In today's video, we're going to be comparing the two #1 picks, LaMelo Ball versus Cade Cunningham. Let's get down and let's check out these two amazing players. So the thing that makes LaMelo Ball so special is his ability to find open players in the low post or really anywhere on the court. As we can see from this angle, he had an absolute huge passing window right there. This man's arms were straight down. They should be up. At least that cuts off at least a few of the passing lanes. But that wasn't the case. If his hands were just slightly up, he could have potentially even intercepted or even stopped that pass from happening. However, LaMelo Ball was able to look over into that direction and then get his teammate the assist right there, which is absolutely amazing. He's also very good at driving to the rim. As we can see here, LaMelo Ball is able to do a quick up and under around a defensive player, as we can see here. And to be absolutely honest with all of you, we should all be practicing moves like this. You never know when you're going to need them. Now, even though LaMelo Ball has a very awkward shot, he doesn't straighten his knees, he has very little energy transfer into his shot, generally speaking, he's able to hit these shots quite often. Also, the ability for LaMelo Ball to use these screen and rolls, as we can see here, to be able to get his teammates assists is something special. Coming off of this screen and roll, he attacks hard. That really does bring out that hedge man so that it opens up a passing lane or at least a driving lane for that screener. Coming off of that screen, because he attacked so hard, he has multiple players looking at him, as we can see here, and we have one man, of course, cutting baseline, who's, of course, this defender's worried about. This essentially puts this defender right here into a mode of defending two players. Who will he defend? And that's a very good question when it comes to these drives. And if he's still on his feet, or on his heels really, when you as the drive man go up for your potential pass or shot, at that point you can make that decision who you're going to pass to. And because of his passing ability and accuracy, he's able to hit that pass. LaMelo Ball is also very good at being able to run the floor, especially on a fast break too. Running a two-man game, making that pass, making quick passes in a fast break will get you easy baskets for your team. LaMelo Ball is also able to create a lot of space with these drives and quick handles and the footwork to be able to take these shots. As we can see here, when he's driving, he's trying to get his shoulders lower. Of course, he is a taller guard, but on the initial step, his shoulders are lower than his defenders. When he drives past that defender, as soon as that defender squares up away from where his main man is, that is a quick signal to you as a player to quickly do a snatchback. A snatchback, whether it's through your legs behind the back or a regular crossover, doesn't matter. And then here, he wants to create that extra space. See, the issue is, as a defender, if your momentum is taking you that way and you're squared up that way, you're going to still have a few steps after that snatchback that you're still going to be traveling in that direction. So, if you as the ball handler can then go in the opposite direction, whether it's out this way or just straight back as we see here, that can create that extra distance so you can get your shot off. With Cade Cunningham, he does play a different position. He's, of course, still, in my opinion, a guard, but he's more like a small forward in general terms. In this play, when he gets that ball, he has a Jason Tatum who is closing out to him in a terrible manner. He's up in the air and has space beneath both of his feet, which means that, of course, we can have Cade Cunningham drive right past him quite easily with one dribble. You really want to limit your dribbles when you're attacking the rim. The reason being is, of course, if you're taking a dribble, you're going to be... And on your last two steps, if you can take massive steps, hold the ball with two hands for these two players who are going to be trying to strip that ball from you, then, of course, you can go up and finish at the rim. You always want to limit your dribbles. Here again, he does a quick jab crossover towards his right side. The reason being is because he wanted to jab in this way because, of course, this defender is trying to force him towards that left side. Then he wants to attack that top foot. That's going to allow him to get that step advantage on that defender. He's getting, again, his shoulders lower than the defenders, and he's attacking the rim. On that last step, he cuts off the path of that player, makes a little bit of body contact, and then goes up for his shot. Making that slight body contact will allow that player's momentum to continue to push him into the direction as to where Cade Cunningham wants him to go, and Cade Cunningham is then able to go up for that floater slash layup. Cade Cunningham's also able to use his power and strength. Here, he's coming off of that slight screen and gets that switch. When this happens, at this time, he's trying to get his shoulders lower than his defenders, but also to go into his defender to try and gain an angle. At this time, he then swipes his elbow back to try to at least get some kind of advantage on his defender, and then he angles his body towards the rim with his shoulders below the shoulders of his defender once again, and he makes quick, hard, pretty good contact shoulder to chest with a slight push off. You do not want to extend your arm at that point. It would be a foul. And then he's able to go off of his right foot, outside foot first, to get the momentum to go towards the defenders so that he's able to make that shot. That outside foot first, right left is extremely important in this clip. And as we can see here, when Cade Cunningham drives to the basket, he's got enough power to get to the rim, but when he draws that secondary help defender, he's still able to dish it off to players who are open underneath the basket. He has that passing ability like LaMelo Ball. The difference, or at least main difference when they're on a fast break, is with Cade Cunningham, he goes to the rim hard. With LaMelo Ball, he is of course still a very hard driver, but he would much rather send up an alley-oop to a teammate, which he probably would have done here for this guy, if, of course, LaMelo Ball was in the same situation, but instead Cade Cunningham dunked that ball. Which player will be better? It's going to be hard to really say, but I think that both of these players could make a massive, huge career out of course, the NBA and maybe even future after the NBA as well. I hope that you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys again next time.